Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Casper the Boy Diviner, and today I wanted to talk about this book, To Bless the Space Between Us by John O'Donohue. He also wrote Enam Cara and Eternal Echoes, but I haven't read those two books, I just read this one, To Bless the Space Between Us, a book of blessings. I first saw this book on Anna Kay's channel. I'm going to link her channel below so you know who she is, but she's pretty prolific in the TarotTube community, and she has sort of shifted her content away and back again. But basically, I saw this on the channel. I knew nothing about this book, but I really enjoyed how it looked, and I loved the name of the book, and that's why I just went ahead to buy it. I don't know if that was the right choice, but it was an intuitive choice. I rarely get intuitive hits like this, and it was a great decision. This book, I think, would be valuable for any kind of esoteric person, anyone who is interested in spirituality. I'm a person that leans towards Buddhism, but I felt like this book and its poems and his write-ups, they are so touching and so good. I haven't read it once through. To me, I use it more as a reference book that I just flip through, you know? So I just wanted to show you how this book is made. It is around an A5 size, and it has this cover jacket here, which I kind of crumpled it, but the inside is also very well done. Don't mind all these marks, they are because of improper care from me, but it's a beautiful powder pigeon blue, and you can see it's pretty well made. Again, this ink is because of me. This is a red book, okay guys, don't judge me too badly, but you see the binding and everything looks alright. Okay, it actually feels better this way, but I really don't like the lack of care that I have. Here's the spine. And I'm going to put it back in the cover here. So let me show you some of the contents page. The book is printed really beautifully in this gold and blue theme, which I was surprised by because I'm usually used to like totally black books. This is the first time I had a book that had color in it. So there are blessings for beginnings, blessings for desires. He also writes about beginnings and desires, you know. He writes about thresholds, homecomings, states of heart, callings, and beyond endings. At the end, he talks about to retrieve the lost art of blessing, and this is a beautiful write-up. I feel like as someone who tries to consecrate things, you know, I use my mantras, Namo Kwan Sin Pusa. I learned space clearing, and I use it for my room, for example. But I feel like blessing and consecration is another level higher, and sometimes that simple mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, or Namo Kwan Sin Pusa when I have a crystal, it is not enough, right, for the whole room. I don't feel like it's enough. It doesn't give me that feeling because maybe I haven't studied deep enough and understood those mantras enough. That's why this book is so valuable. I don't have my own house, and it is something that I'm really excited about. The only way I can get one is in 5 years, because to get public housing in Singapore, you need to be at least 35 years old, and I have just turned 30. Also, I don't know if I have enough space, enough money for that, but once I finally get my own house, I definitely am going to start off with beginnings, you see. For a new home, page 19. This is how I usually use it when I see something and I feel like it might be relevant. Once in a while, I'll just flip to a random page and just read it. Let me read this to you so that you understand why this is so beautiful to me. May this house shelter your life. When you come in home here, may all the weight of the world fall from your shoulders. May your heart be tranquil here, blessed by peace the world cannot give. May this home be a lucky place, where the graces your life desires always find the pathway to your door. May nothing destructive ever cross your threshold. May this be a safe space, full of understanding and acceptance, where you can be as you are, without the need of any mask of pretense or image. May this home be a place of discovery, where the possibilities that sleep in the clay of your soul can emerge to deepen and refine your vision for all that is yet to come to birth. May it be a house of courage, where healing and growth are loved, where dignity and forgiveness prevail, a home where patience of spirit is prized, and the sight of destination is never lost, though the journey be difficult and slow. May there be a great delight around this earth. May it be a house of welcome for the broken and diminished. May you have eyes to see that no visitor arrives without a gift and no guest leaves without a blessing. How beautiful is that, guys? How beautiful is that? So sometimes, when I'm feeling down and I feel like I need something, I feel like, friendship, belonging, absence, thresholds also for your birthday. Sometimes I wish I could get someone to read this to me in some cases, for my birthday, for example. And I've also toyed with the thought of doing prayers before sleep and when I wake up. And I've been very inconsistent about that. I've been using prayers from Holly Fenise's website, the digitalambler.com. But they haven't really stuck, even though I really enjoy them. But before all that, I actually took some time to read things like on waking and before sleep. So page 94, on waking. I give thanks for arriving safely in the new dawn, for the gift of eyes to see the world, the gift of mind to feel at home in my life, the waves of possibility breaking on the shore of dawn, the harvest of the past that awaits my hunger, and all the furtherings this new day will bring. How beautiful is that, guys? Really. So there are shorter ones like this one. So part of me looking at this really resonates with me because I'm trying my best to try a new meditation called metta meditation, where I really give myself more forgiveness and try to feel happy, genuinely happy for myself or for people around me. And it's not been easy. Looking at this made me feel like maybe this is something I need to read. This also reminds me of the Holy Guardian Angel, that work that I'm trying to do and work on and study. I have not really gone in really deep. I've gotten books like The Black Abbot, White Magic, the Holy Guardian Angel book, I feel like these could be really good, like bullet journal entries. So what a great book and what a great resource. I've tried reading Anam Cara on the ebook, and it never felt right. So I don't know if this book would feel good in an ebook format. I don't know if this book failed to me because it wasn't in a hard copy format. So I'm thinking maybe I should really buy it and try. But I have so many things on my list to read. So I really hope you consider this book. I would say this book is for anyone. Even if you're not into esotericism, you don't plan to bless anything physically, specifically, there are a lot of thought processes that can be triggered by some of these poetry, some of these blessings, and I feel like a lot of it helps you reflect on your life and really think about what matters. If anyone is interested, if you're interested in esotericism, there are blessings for each element as well. Beginnings relate to fire, desires relate to air, thresholds in praise of water, and then there's one for the earth. So I'm going to try to see. Is there one for the earth? Am I crazy? Did I miss it? Yeah, in praise of the earth. Sorry, homecomings. So for example, all 4 elements are in here. So I do feel like it's pretty good. Some of it is really specific, so you might not want to use it. For example, for the farmer, for a nurse. Oh, there's the elemental blessing, guys. I didn't see this. 137. Okay, this is beautiful. I will read this as well for my new house in 5 years' time. For the time of necessary decision. So I guess, when you need that kind of decision, it might make sense to read this before you do a divination reading, for example. When you cast your coins or you draw dots in the sand, or before you do a tarot reading. To be honest, I don't feel like a blessing would really work so well with a tarot reading. For some reason, I don't know why, intuitively it doesn't feel right for me. But I do feel like if you're casting sticks or you're casting coins or doing any kind of casting, that kind of makes more sense. Anyway, this book is something I really recommend. Out of my whole library, this has stuck with me and been beside my bedside, even though I've honestly not finished a lot of these because some of it is really specific, like I mentioned. I wish there were times where I needed courage and looked at this, or like to flip through when I feel like I'm in need of it. Sometimes I don't, I should. Like when I flipped through, I saw this to come home to yourself, and now I am going to dig deeper into that blessing once I'm done with this video. Anyway, I really recommend this book. This book to me is a 10 out of 10. There is nothing wrong with this book. There is no failing of this book. It achieves what it sets out to do, to bless the space between us. There is a quote I would like to share it from Before Sunrise that made me also feel very attracted to this title. I wrote it here behind my spell log. I believe if there is any kind of God, it wouldn't be in any of us. Not you or me, but just in this little space in between. If there is any kind of magic in this world, it must be in the attempt of understanding someone, sharing something. The answer must be in the attempt. This is from Celine in the movie Before Sunrise. I really enjoyed this movie. So I hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough or chit chat about this book. I know this is not typically what my channel does, but I really do want to try to move into this space as well. And let me know if you have any comments, any kind of similar books to this that you would recommend. And you guys have a great rest of the day. You take care. Bye.